Hello Libra and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 13th to the 27th of December 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is the Kindred Fauna oracle, which I'll be using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Libra for the 13th to the 27th of December 2021. What messages are here for Libra for the next 2 weeks? What does Libra need to know at this time? Let's take that one and that one. And let's see what you get. Shapeshifter and flow. Well, this is, the shapeshifter is, about the different personas we put on for different roles in our life or different situations. It's about adaptability and blending in with your environment, with your situation. And flow, of course, speaks of going with the flow. So maybe you're in a time of flux, a time of change where you need to be adaptable and able to blend into things, and know that you can get through this with your own dexterity. And let me read the lovely little poems that go with this. With flow, you have, your heart is opening, letting the love and pain of life flow rather than stagnate in the corners. You are a child of the universe and its abundance is there for all of us. So that's the little poem that goes with flow. And then shapeshifter. Where is shapeshifter? It's hiding. There we go. Adaptability and illusion. I am the water through which I glide, the rock beneath which I hide. My illusions are not trickery, they are who I am. They give me sovereignty over my life. So there's a lovely little poem. So it's, time of adaptability, but perhaps even towards abundance if you're willing to be dexterous and take on perhaps a new role, a new persona, blending in, becoming something new. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Libra for the 13th to the 27th of December 2021. What messages are here for Libra for the next 2 weeks? What does Libra need to know at this time? Clumsy. And this is the textured tarot. And I'll be using this to put down an 8-card spread for you, Libra, with the first 2 cards depicting you in your current situation. Second 2 cards offering you some guidance. The second 2 cards highlighting the challenges you face at this time. And the following 2 cards offering you the guidance you need from divine energies as you move towards the final 2 cards, which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. It'll show the energies that you're moving towards. So let's see what you get. Three of Pentacles and Nine of Swords, where you are. You have the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups as your challenges, with the Ace of Swords and the World as your guidance. And you move towards the Chariot and the Six of Wands. That's wonderful cards to get in your outcome. And there you have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This sort of is usually your romantic card, the connection between two opposites. With you've got cups, a Page of Cups there, but he's in your or she is in your challenge position. So looking at this, I sort of get a sense of a partnership of sorts that may not have gone as well as you'd hoped. The Two of Cups is sort of about looking for that perfect partnership, that blending of two opposites to create one beautiful connection. Where you are now, you've been working really hard, perhaps collaborating with someone. There's maybe an indication of partnership there. But Three of Pentacles is about mastering a skill through collaboration, through help. With some guidance, either from a plan or from a mentor, and learning that accomplishment or having reached that accomplishment. But it's sort of paired up here with the Nine of Swords, which is about worry, stress, despair, fear. And so if I put them together, it's sort of almost like wanting to perfect something, wanting to build something stable and secure that's long-lasting, but it's dogged by your fears, perhaps that's your self-doubt. Whatever it is you're wanting to build up, or you're aiming to build up, we look towards your challenge cards to see what is, to expand upon this fear here, this terror, this night terror, this worry. And you've got here the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups is about, mourning a loss, working through the despair of something having fallen apart. It's, the three upturned cups in traditional Rider-Waite-Smith depictions show wine having spilt out of them, and the mourning of the loss of that. But the thing is, if the more you focus on what is lost, the less you're able to see what is still upright, what is still available to you, what is still fulfilling. And with the Page of Cups, this sort of really does speak about an emotional connection that's perhaps you're struggling with. The Page of Cups is usually, that beginning to quest, to build upon something that is of fascination for you, and it can often depict a new love. So in your challenge row here, it's sort of almost something you've been wanting to build something up, or you've begun to start on something, whether it's honing a skill or building up a relationship or working towards a career, or simply a project, something that you're inspired by, but you're dogged with memories or problems that have arisen that have led you to feel you've let something slip you by. You've let a great love slip you by, and that is your challenge, is in sort of like letting go, working with that sense of loss, working through it, so that you can focus your attention on what is still there for you, or on what potentials are still there for you. So to look to your guidance cards on how to do that, on how to overcome this fear or this sense of lack and loss in something that you're emotionally attached to, whether it's a person, a relationship, or simply a career or sort of interest. You look towards your guidance cards, which sort of shows the Ace of Swords is almost saying like, don't worry, a solution is imminent. The Ace of Swords is about finding solutions, realizing the answers, a moment of epiphany. And it's sort of paired here with the World, so it's almost like if you look at this particular depiction, that's almost as if the sword has torn, broken through, torn the sky. So I get a sense of like a realization, a sudden realization that whatever it is that you're working towards, you've almost completed it. That you're able to sort of step into a new role, into a new phase with this. It's about finding that sort of sense of release through a realization. And once you make that, or make that realization, or see things in a different light, you realize that you're actually, this difficulty is simply stepping, the growing pains of stepping into a new role and finding success. Now, if you look at where you begin trying to master a skill or build something up, you've got the last three cards are success cards. So it sort of shows that you will get there. You perhaps need to move away from thinking with your heart and turn to your logic, your integrity, your knowledge and your wisdom. Through heartache we gain wisdom. It's the lessons learned that bring us to our higher self, or sort of that allow us to grow. So it's almost like your guidance card saying, this is a learning curve for you, this difficulty, and the way to get through it, or to get the most out of this, is to see things in a different light, to find that moment of that tipping balance where you realize that you're more successful than you thought. As you move towards success, the Chariot is about sort of asking you to align your opposing energies, focus on your goal, and have that sort of belief, that faith that you're moving towards your ultimate destiny, and does show actually leaving something behind. You often, the Chariot leaves that old town behind. It's sort of no longer serving him. He's forging a new path, and he has that conviction in that path that it's leading him to where he needs to be. And it does. With the Six of Wands, it sort of shows a success in an accomplishment. And not only that success, but that success being recognized, acknowledged by those around you. So although it's sort of, there's this dark cloud here, you're simply needing to work through that, and perhaps we can pull in your oracle cards to help you. It sort of shows that you may need to be flexible in the way you think and the way you see things. The goal you may be initially setting out for yourself, you may need to be flexible in that. And perhaps a bit of dexterity in thought, and allowing yourself to embrace a slightly different way of seeing where you're going or what you're wanting, and going with the flow. If things have not gone according to plan, sometimes you have to work with what is left rather than focusing on what has not worked out. So then, in a nutshell, it's the sort of, to me, the spread's about where you are now is in a moment of self-doubt, fear, and mourning something that hasn't worked out. But rather than throwing in the towel on that completely, it's, the cards sort of call you to find a solution in a very logical manner and work with that, because that will bring you to the success. You'll get to your end goal and find that mastering of a skill, or that completion that you're looking for. It's just requiring you to be flexible, to be dexterous, and to go with the flow. So there you have it, Libra. Not the easiest of energies, but certainly something that leads towards success and happiness in the end. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. And then have a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.